In this video, sponsored by Lancaster Insurance, I poke things and then wish I hadn't. Right, as we discussed in a previous video, the future of the Rover is a bit more assured these days, but I thought I'd start investigating some of the rot. Because it creeps in all down here. Whether the car was put away damp, I don't know. Whether there was too much tree detritus holding moisture in the seal, I don't know. But it has rotted remarkably in some areas, but thankfully that is still structurally sound. But yeah, not what you'd call healthy. Mind you, at the back I made the mistake of pulling the drainage seal off, and quite a lot of the drainage seal came off with it. This is very bad, and yeah, difficult to know what to do about that really, other than keep brushing away and hope we don't actually see any holes. Try and get rid of some of the layers of crap, and maybe we can find decent metal in there somewhere. I hope so. But yeah, that's all very nasty really. There's a little bit in there as well. Oh yeah, just where the seam sealer was sitting, and a bit there as well. Yeah, I'm past the point of caring whether the paint gets damaged. I mean, the point is, this rot needs dealing with, even if that's only a temporary deal with of applying rust converter, because yeah, it's going to need welding. Oh god, oh, this is very bad, far worse than anticipated. Oh gosh, it just gets worse and worse. Some things you really shouldn't do. Oh dear. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, long-term plan for this car is going to involve some serious surgery, I think. Oh, this has escalated horribly. It's completely bloody rotten. We've got massive holes here, massive holes here. Had a bit of a scrape up here, and yeah, the roof skin's gone through there as well. Oh dear. Even if I could weld, I wouldn't know how to get started with this. I mean, to do that, you're really going to have to get the windscreen out. Sunroof could do with coming out, and the sunroof rotten as well. That's also not great. Oh dear, I think this car has had it. It's frankly hard to know where to go from here. I've just recorded a cheerful blog about how we thought we'd managed to resolve the future of this car, and now it's all just come tumbling down. I'm not sure if it's quite so bad on the passenger side. No, again, you just don't want to go poking, do you? I'm just going to break into my own car because I've not unlocked it. Oof. Yeah, anywhere you can see that amount of rot. Yeah, that one's gone as well. Balderdash. Yeah, like I say, I've just been out recording a nice blog about how nice this car is. And yeah, it's knackered. Still, there are nice singy birds. Oh dear. Well, I shall keep driving it because it has an MOT, but yeah, I don't even know where to start trying to repair that level of rot. It's just not worth enough to be worth doing. I mean, restoration's never worth it at the best of times. I mean, let's face it, I've spent far too much money on this car over the years. Why? I don't know. Probably because she has a cute face. But you know, the Matiz I've spent more on, and Tucker is actually quite good value by comparison. But yeah, when you're getting into that level of serious bodywork, I mean, that's thousands of pounds. Oh dear. Transport planes. Oh, the one in the distance is running a bit rich apparently. Well, it's a couple of days further on, and yeah, I mean, there's no coming back from rot like that. Not for me personally. There is no way I'm going to be able to sort that roof rot out. So it's all a bit depressing. But at the time of speaking, I think I've managed to find a new home for this car. One which will hopefully see it survive. It's another Rover 800 owner. He's due to collect the car next week. I have managed to sell it for some money. It's a bit of what this car owes me, so it's better than nothing. But my main desire is to try and find it the right home. And the right home is not a clueless Welsh hippie who can't weld. That is not the right place for this car. I would like to keep going with this car. I would like to be able to update you on to how it goes, but once you sell a car you have no control over it, and yeah, I have no idea how long it's going to take, whether it'll be sitting in a queue waiting its turn or what, so we'll just have to wait and see. Really, all round, this experience has been a bit of an eye-opener. Yeah, I should not have got involved. I mean, it's been nice to see how popular it has been with you, the buyers, the viewers. The stats are staggering, which is strange because Rover 800 values are firmly in the doldrums at the moment. If you want an 800, now is the time to buy. They are not expensive cars. And fundamentally, they're not bad cars either. They're let down by flaky electrics, but this car has thankfully little in the way of electronics, so I would probably recommend going further down the range, especially as they'll be the more affordable cars as well. It's a strategy that worked for me with XMs. I went bottom of the range with the XM and had enough creature comforts to enjoy, but not too much complexity. I didn't have electronic control for the heater controls. I mean, that's something that goes wrong quite regularly. I didn't have any of that to worry about. So less is more when it comes to equipment, not just power. But yeah, it's been a frustrating experience this. I stumbled into it without paying enough attention and ended up mired in a situation. Trying to work out what to do with this car has proved monumentally stressful. It would have been easier if I'd just bought a car myself, because then it would be 100% mine, a lot easier to deal with. But yeah, it's I don't think this has gone how any of the parties involved had hoped, but that's old cars for you. Old cars rot. It is the biggest problem facing me, someone who loves affordable but simple cars. The 1990s was full of such vehicles, and as Rot claims them, and it certainly is, Rot is claiming a lot of 90s cars at the moment. Yeah, the pool of cars for me to own is getting smaller and smaller. Mark III Cavaliers, I would love to own a Mark III Cavalier, but nice ones are now starting to fetch decent money, and nice ones are getting rarer because most of them have rotted away. So yeah, it does get a bit difficult to know where life is going. I mean, obviously I've got my 4 tiny tiddlers on the fleet, and the fleet will be staying static. I don't plan to buy any more vehicles while I'm in the UK, and then I'm going off touring, so the 4 I've got will be going into storage, and yeah, we'll see how everything pans out. I have no idea. I have no idea what the car purchasing situation will be like when I get back from my adventures around the world, and I don't know how much of the world I'm going to see and how long it's going to be. Everything is very unknown. The only thing that isn't unknown is that videos will keep coming. Wherever I am in the world, whatever I'm doing, there will be videos. I will hope to do road tests wherever I am, finding fascinating vehicles around the world. So all that will continue, so fret not. There will be videos aplenty, and yeah, it's going to be fun sharing the experience with you all. I'm really looking forward to it. At the moment, I've got the back of the car full of 2CV panels because I have something new to share with you, and I will update you once we get there. But I think we might just give her one last nailing from my favourite acceleration spot. It's the slightly unfair, slightly uphill acceleration spot. But I think we need to hear the O series sing once more. Apparently quite hilariously, they referred to it as the M8 engine because it's an 8-valve engine. But really, it's just an O series. We shall come to a complete stop. And we shall go now. Interesting that fifth is easier to find from third than fourth. There are some quirks of this car, definitely. Yeah, the major news is I have a unit. So I haven't found anywhere for me to live come October, but the cars have somewhere. It came with a complete exhaust, I don't know what for, and a feather duster. So that's quite good. And as you can see, I'm starting to dress the place. I just brought the first load of bits over, various doors and panels. This is actually the boot lid from my very first 2CV, Sweet Pea, B82P she was. And yeah, very much of its time. Look, Coal Chamber, 99. I went and saw them at the Brixton, the Wolverhampton Civic is where I saw them. 2CV meets from long ago. Raid Tan Hill, the first Tan Hill raid I did was with that boot lid. And for some reason I put a turbo badge on the boot lid. I still don't fully understand why. But yeah, it's quite a nice place. We've got electricity, although I won't be using that because primarily this will be storage for the cars and all my stuff while I'm away in New Zealand and elsewhere. I've even got a free mirror, which is nice. But yeah, I mean, I wanted somewhere with room for 4 cars, but I can get quite a lot in here, I think. I mean, the Rover's kind of lost. I just managed to do about a 7-point turn. Oh, spare bolt down there as well in the Rover. So yeah, it is a fair old size. So I'm really pleased with this. Good times. So yeah, the idea is at some point I will come back and yeah, use this unit as my base. And there goes the Rover, ideal tow vehicle. So there we go. Where once there was Rover, now there is nothing. It does look a bit bare and empty there, doesn't it? All the others are down the bottom of the driveway. But yeah, at the moment, I don't think I'm going to put another vehicle here, but I can't really make a promise because I know what I'm like. But yeah, we shall see whether that does indeed remain empty or whether I get something nice and practical to help me move all my stuff to the garage, my new workshop. But until then, I shall say thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe before you go, and I shall see you in a future video, hopefully with some other automotive content. Don't forget to shop at hubnut.org. Don't forget you can also support us on Patreon, me, patreon.com/hubnut, and I shall see you in a future video. Farewell.